Howdy, music fans. Thanks for tuning in. Today's unsung hero of rock and roll is Wylie Hubbard. We're going to talk about his down and dirty, gritty rock and roll country blues. He's a fantastic songwriter. He's a great guitar player, and he's just got an authenticity that you won't find a lot of places. And he's another one who's a songwriter, a musician. You know, people in songwriters know him. People love him. Like Lucinda Williams knows him, and Dave Alvin and Steve Earle, and all these people think he's great, but he doesn't. Nobody knows who he is. Maybe you do. So I'm going to show you his CDs I have and talk a little bit about him. So this one is a live one, live at Sabalo Creek Country Club, and I got it on eBay recently. It's autographed, which I was a little bummed about, but I paid $20 for it, I think, because it's out of print and you can't find it. And I'm a Wylie Hubbard fanatic, so I thought I would do it. And it's pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's nice to have it in the collection. Now, his first record, Crusades of the Restless Nights. This one is really a fantastic record. I don't remember all the songs on here that I like and don't like. It's been a while since I've listened to this one. I got into him through his newer records at the time, so I'll have a lot more to say about those. But I will say that this one has got all great songs. The Messenger, Airplane Fell Down in Dixie, Red Dress. That might be the James McMurtry song, Red Dress. And we can easily find that out. Red Dress. Written by Wylie Hubbard. I wonder if James McMurtry covers that then. No, it's two different songs. Okay. So, all right, that's his first album. His sound on that is a little country and a little bit produced, a little bit, and sometimes a little thin, sometimes not so thin. Lost Train of Thought is his next record, though, and this one, I love that title, Lost Train of Thought. This one is another one that's a little bit kind of like that one. As far as I remember, the production is a little different than what he gets into later in his life. Much like people like Bob Dylan, Johnny Cash. I mean, he got into some of his production in his later albums is just fantastic. But I like the song when she sang Amazing Grace, Wanna Rock and Roll. I like the whole album as I recall. Again, it's been a while since I've listened to it, but worth a listen. Loco Gringo's Lament, another one of his older ones. Good record, but I don't know it terribly well. Wanna Rock and Roll is on there also, like Billy Joe Shaver and Willie Nelson. He redoes some of his songs later on other albums after he already did it. The Messenger's also on this one. But there's plenty of songs that are only on this album. Alrighty, where are we now? Okay, now we're starting to get into stuff I know a little bit better. Dangerous Spirits is this one. And let's see if I can remember the ones that I really like. Ballad of the Crimson Kings, I think that's one I like. Oh, Without Love, You're Just Wasting Time. If Heaven Is Not a Place to Go. He's a really good songwriter, and he's a really good. He really digs down into blues, but also there's some country on these first albums. But he's really bluesy, and he's a huge name dropper. But he does it really well, and all the people whose names he drops, I like, so I'm okay with it. Normally, I'm not big on that when artists do that, but he mentions Lightnin' Hopkins and Rolling Stones and Joan Jett and lots of other great bands and artists that he mentions. His newest album has a song called Mississippi John Hurt, so that gives it to you. That tells you about his name dropping. Growl. This one, I love this one. This is really, really solid. The production is fantastic. It's on Philo Records. I think that might be a subsidiary of Rounder. Somehow I put Rounder and Philo in the same place in my mind. Could be wrong. The Knives of Spain is excellent. Screw You, We're from Texas is great. Rock and Roll is a Vicious Game is excellent. Stolen Horses is great. Preacher, Purgatory Road, Bones. He has a lot of religious references and a lot of wicked references, and he really digs into lots of blues material and blues references for his songwriting. The next one's called Eternal and Lowdown. And Black Dog, I think Black Dog is the one that everybody does. I'm not sure if that's one of his or not. You say I'm a black dog when I'm, you call my name, and say I'm great when you're gone, and blah, blah, blah. I can't remember it. The chorus is, well, you call me a dog when I'm gone, honey babe. It's a black dog when I'm gone. When I get back with $100 bill, it's daddy where you've been so long. Public domain, yeah, there it says. So that one's kind of a traditional that other people have done. So he does a little bit of that stuff. Sugar Cane, Mississippi Flush. Mississippi Flush is a great song. Highly recommend that one. 3 Days Straight, I think I remember, is a pretty good song. Now this one is Snake Farm, and boy, this is a solid album, much like Growl. Those are two I really recommend of kind of earlier ones. Snake Farm, Kilowatts, Heartaches in Grease, The Way of the Fallen, Mother Hubbard's Blues. I think that's about his wife. Rabbit, Polecat, Old Guitar, Wild Gods of Mexico, Live and Die Rock and Roll, and Resurrection. There he is again with the religious kind of references. And what a great I thought this had a pocket to go in. What a great cover, right? Snake Farm, isn't that fantastic? Nice artwork. The next one is called A Enlightenment B Darkenment. Hint, there is no C, and he thought this was a really stupid title, and he's right, but this album is solid all the way through. I think this was the one that came out around the time that I got into him. And that would be 2010. I've seen him a couple of times in a 600-person club here, and he's fantastic. Drunken Poet's Dream is great. Hayes Carl covers that. Down Home Country Blues is a fantastic one. That's one where he does some name dropping, as I recall. Pots and Pans is a great one, kind of like a Tom Waits type deal there, where he's using the pots and pans. Whoop and Holler, Black Wings, The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Every Day is the Day of the Dead. It's just wonderful, wonderful songs. And great feel. The Grifters Hymnal. This one is another one that I think is just solid all the way through. Coruscated Bottle. I don't know how to say that. South of the River, Lazarus, New Year's Eve at the Gates of Hell. That's excellent. Moss and Flowers. Red Badge of Courage is great. Train Yard, Coochie Coochie, Mother Blues, Hen House. That's really great. Count My Blessings and Ask God. This one's another one that is just like those. Yeah, from Growl on, he pretty much nails it. But, like I say, those other albums are also pretty solid too. But this is where he kind of hits his stride of his sound. After Growl, these are kind of a similar sound. These two, Spare, bluesy, just hits home really well. The Ruffians Misfortune has a song on it called Chick Singer, Badass Rockin', and it mentions Joan Jett and maybe Chrissy Hind. And Bad on Fords is another one where he talks about how rough he is on Fords, but he'll be good to you. Mr. Musselwhite's Blues, Down by the River. Jessie May, about Jessie May Hemphill. Really, really solid effort here also. The Ruffians Misfortune, great titles for his albums. Tell the Devil I'm Getting There as Fast as I Can. I wasn't thrilled when this came out. I gotta go back and listen to it again. I think the last time I listened to it, I definitely did like it more than the first time. So I should check it out again. Lucifer and the Fallen Angels, certainly a great title. Open G, that's about playing guitar in open G, and he just talks you through it. The House of the White Rose Bouquet. There's a lot of great titles, and like I say, I think if I give it another listen, a third listen, I'll probably like it even more. Now, this most recent album that just came out, this will be in my 2020 video as well, co-starring, where he has all kinds of people on the record with him, including Pam Tillis, the Cadillac Three, Ringo Starr, Don Was, Joe Walsh, and Chris Robinson are all on the first song, which is excellent. Larkin Poe is on this, Peter Rowan, Ashley McBride, who I saw at the Little Bluebird in Nashville, Tennessee. She's pretty great. This is the one that has a song just called Mississippi John Hurt, and it is gorgeous. And the last, oh, The Messenger is another redo of that song, but it's excellent. And I just remember feeling like this is one of the best albums of the year for me when I listened to it. I like every single song on this. Rattlesnake, Shaken Woman, Outlaw Blood, Hummingbird. Hummingbird's one of the ones I really like. Drink Till I See Double, that's great. Rock Gods, Fast Left Hand, and Bad Trick. Bad Trick's the one with Ringo, Don Was, Joe Walsh, and Chris Robinson of the Black Crowes. So I highly recommend these last, I'd say, from Snake Farm on, plus Growl, which is right before Eternal Lowdown. Snake Farm, A, Enlightenment, B, Darkenment, the Grifters hymnal, Ruffians Misfortune. Not sure about this one, Tell the Devil I'm Getting There as quick as I can, but this new one is just fantastic, co-starring. So check out Ray Wylie Hubbard on your own time. Tell me what you think. I'm definitely going to put some links down below, and I hope you really like them. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave comments, subscribe, and what's the other one? Likes. Yeah, thanks. All right, have a good day.